7 different languages to more than 500 million viewers each week. The World Wrestling Federation, the worldwide leader in sports entertainment.
Rock better quit worrying about Stone Cold right now. He's got enough to worry about with this mastodon, as you love to call him, the man they call Vader. WWF New York.
20-minute time limit in round 4 of the World Wrestling Federation light heavyweight superstars. About to enter the ring at a total combined weight of 418 pounds, the team of Too Sexy, Brian Christopher and Aguila.
Well, this is going to be a high-flying, action-packed match, JR. Guarantee you. Well, we expect an intense tag team matchup here. The intensity this weekend is really something else, as we're just hours away from D-Generation X in your house, and this is a great way to start WWF New York. And you hear Taka Michinoku's music. Here they come. This is going to be a high-flying festival. Ladies and gentlemen, Nova LaGuardia, Kennedy, Stewart, the High Flyers are here. Taka Michinoku advance to the finals of the light heavyweight tournament with a spectacular victory, James, over Àguila. Well, you can see the plunge up from the top rope, daredevil move, and then Taka, the Michinoku driver, and that advanced Taka Michinoku to the finals. He'll face Brian Christopher, the man in the ring now, against Flash Flanagan in the green tights. Brian Christopher, the son of Jerry the King Lawler, certainly looks to make his dear old daddy proud tomorrow night on pay-per-view, when Mr. Christopher has the opportunity to become the first ever light heavyweight champion in the World Wrestling Federation. You know, you've still never seen any proof, by the way, that Lawler and Christopher are related. But I'm doing my research. I'd like to know how you do research on something like that. They should have done some research on Flanagan. Flanagan shows some pretty good skills there. Folks, this week on WWF New York, the world's most dangerous man and the man that may be the next WWF champion, Ken Shamrock, will be in action. We'll also look back at Raw and some of D-Generation X immature antics, James. Oh, they were really on a roll this past week. And speaking of rolling, Flanagan doing just that. Outmaneuvering Christopher there and makes the tag Taka Michinoku and Brian Christopher. It's a pay-per-view preview. Double team. Clothesline misses. That one ain't, oh, but not this time. And a double drop kick by Taka and Flanagan. Àguila gets knocked down. Taka and Flanagan are showing a lot of teamwork, and I'm sure this is the first time they've ever teamed up. Big sports weekend in New York. The Jets and the Giants have huge games on Sunday. And certainly Steve Austin has a huge game on Sunday as well, when Austin meets Rocky Maivia for the Intercontinental title. And we'll show you more of Stone Cold literally driving his truck right up the ringside last week on Raw. I've never seen a wrestling ring with a drive-through window, but Steve Austin evidently thought that that was the case. He drove his pickup truck into a jam-packed arena and almost all the way to the ring. Plus this week, Marvelous Marc Mero takes on Long Island's own Dude Love. We'll tell you more about Raw is War coming to the Nassau Coliseum. Watch it. Look out here. Watch it, watch it, watch it! Look out, the rollovers, good Lord. This is a dangerous, dangerous place to be, JR, because these guys are suicidal and homicidal. You just never know what to expect when these light heavyweights are in action. Here's a tremendous drop kick, and look at the momentum that brought Aguila outside.
But look at Taka off the top rope onto both Christopher and Aguila. Now back in action, Flanagan, Hurricane Rana from the ropes.
Great move by Flanagan. 4 titles on the line at D-Generation X in your house. It's a pay-per-view exclusive.
Is he going for another one? Yes, he is.
And here comes Brian Christopher. Ooh. Christopher gives his partner an illegal advantage. Watch it. 450 splash by Aguila. Aguila hooking the leg. Flanagan kicks out, and we'll be right back.
Are you ready?
The showstopper.
Sexy.
The main event.
HBK.
The icon, Shawn Michaels,
Man of my
battles
dreams.
Ken Shamrock for the World Wrestling Federation Championship.
Bow to the man.
Triple H.
Triple X.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley battles Sergeant Slaughter. D-Generation X. Live tomorrow night on pay-per-view.
Light heavyweight tag team action in progress here on WWF New York. Thanks for staying with us, everybody. Brian Christopher being reversed by Flanagan.
Whoa! German suplex.
Big time move by Brian Christopher on Flanagan. Brian Christopher would certainly be a controversial, at least in my view, James, first light heavyweight champion in the WWF. And we'll find that out tomorrow night on pay-per-view.
You know, he's been my pick since before the tournament even started.
I know, you saddled him up early. And what about The Undertaker returning to pay-per-view against Jeff Jarrett? And there's a neck breaker.
That one was just added. Jeff's debut, maybe a grim one.
Look out here with the near fall. And Flanagan showing a lot of tenacity and a lot of guts and kicking out.
Well, Brian Christopher, that's the one thing that he will sometimes do is let his emotions run away with him. He needs to concentrate on his opponent instead of complaining to the referee. What's done is done. Keep moving forward. Whoa! Flanagan lands on his feet.
Good athleticism by Flanagan, makes a tag to Taka. Michinoku. Michinoku goes upstairs and one more time. And the martial arts kick of Taka Michinoku finding its mark.
Taka's feet are everywhere, and look at Flash, takes Aguila over the top.
Snap mare now, Taka with a drop kick on Brian Christopher. One of these two men will be the next, and we should say the first light heavyweight champion ever in the World Wrestling Federation. Taka going upstairs. Wait a minute, there's Aguila pulling Brian Christopher out of harm's way, and Taka found nothing but canvas.
And there goes Brian Christopher climbing the ladder. Is he going for it? The Tennessee Jam. Yes.
Ooh, and Christopher hits his big move, and that's the 3.
Here are your winners, Team Sexy, Brian Christopher, and Àguila.
Well, Brian Christopher certainly building some momentum going into this Sunday's pay-per-view matchup with Taka.
Well, we can take a look at it again. Àguila pulls Christopher out of the way, and Taka finds nothing but canvas, and then the Tennessee Jam. That is a tremendous psychological advantage for Brian Christopher going into the title match.
Well, folks, we're just 3 weeks away from the big live Raw is War broadcast from the Nassau Coliseum on Uniondale, Long Island, Monday night, December the 29th. $3 discount coupons are available at all Rite Aid Ticketmaster outlets. That means you must go to a Rite Aid Ticketmaster outlet to get your $3 discount coupon for the Monday, December 29th event. Well, it's going to be special, James, in the Nassau Coliseum.
That's right, it's going to be a sellout. The only question is how fast, so get your tickets while they are still available. And let's take you back to last Monday on Raw, where Jeff Jarrett once again refused to wrestle. He was scheduled to face Ahmed Johnson, but once again, more problems with his contract, more complaints, and he just plain didn't get in the ring.
Last week I was supposed to wrestle, and not one contract stipulation was met concerning my dressing room situation. And then you give me some biker, some grease monkey. Do I look like that? I am a wrestler. I am the greatest wrestler in the world. And now this week, Ahmed Johnson. He was one of the reasons I left the WWF 2 years ago. Ahmed, you water-retaining idiot. I'm not going to step in the ring tonight because no one here tonight or no one sitting at home thinks for 1 minute that you're on my level. They know if I stepped into the ring, that it would be just a few minutes before I had the figure 4 on you and you submitted. So no, I'm not getting up there wrestling tonight.
I think Jarrett's yellow.
And you can tell McMahon that.
I have found that top-notch opponent. I have found that star quality opponent you want. And you will wrestle this Sunday, or I will suspend you indefinitely from the World Wrestling Federation.
Just give me the opportunity.
By the way, I guess I should prepare you for who you have to wrestle this Sunday so you can get ready for that star quality, top-notch opponent you want. So this Sunday, Jeff Jarrett, your opponent will be The Undertaker! And that's an order!
Well, if Jeff Jarrett wanted to move to the head of the class, he'll get his opportunity tomorrow on pay-per-view against the Phenom, the one and only Undertaker. It's time to put up or shut up for Mr. Jarrett.
Be careful what you ask for because you just might get it, and that's top competition in anybody's book.
Folks, it's exclusively on pay-per-view. It is a spectacular that you do not want to miss. But folks, still to come right here on WWF New York, one-on-one. Marvelous Marc Mero will meet Long Island's own Dude Love.
Plus, the Legion of Doom, and they're still hot about the loss of the Tag Team Championship. They'll be here in a bad mood.
And next, we'll show you what happened on Raw when D-Generation X got a little taste of what's coming to them tomorrow.
Well, let's rock, Two Bells.
The official WWF action figures with bone-crunching action.
So these girls want a slam dance? Well... what a rush!
Collect Tag Team Series 1 from Jax. Available at most retailers.
Welcome back to WWF New York. Milton Bradley Karate Fighters presents D-Generation X in your house. Tomorrow night at 7, live, exclusively on pay-per-view.
Well, you're going to see former commissioner, now Sergeant Slaughter, take on Hunter Hearst Helmsley in a boot camp match. Anything goes. And also, the title is on the line. Shawn Michaels defends against the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. JR, it could be Ken Shamrock's time.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Last Monday on Raw, the reigning WWF and European champion Shawn Michaels, along with his sidekicks, Triple H and China from DJ, has any significance here in the WWF. And most of their comments, James, were pointed toward a man that is certainly on a roll. A man that is certainly tailor-made to be the WWF champion, and we're talking about Ken Shamrock.
And Shawn Michaels can make all the jokes and all the cracks he wants to make, but Ken Shamrock has made Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Rocky Maivia, and Hunter Helmsley tap out to the ankle lock submission. Shamrock has been fighting since he was a kid. He left home at 10 years old. For a while, he lived in his car. He knows the meaning of adversity. He's mentally and physically tough. He's no nonsense, and he's ready to take on that man, Shawn Michaels, for the most prestigious title in this industry, the WWF Championship, and that will happen at D-Generation X.
Ken Shamrock, you live and die by the ankle submission hold. So what I have done with the help of China and Triple H, I have been in that gym training these legs, and my pain tolerance is at an all-time high. And without that leg lock submission, Ken Shamrock, you don't have a chance. And just to give you a sample of the pain tolerance that the Heartbreak Kid now has, Hunter, I want you to show the people the pain tolerance that the Heartbreak Kid has. China, this is going to be painful, baby, so stay with me.
You sure you want me to do this?
Go ahead, I'm ready, Triple H. This is for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. I've got to be tough.
All right, Shawn, here I go. You ready? You sure?
I'm ready, go. Go, big man.
Is that okay?
I'm good, all right.
More?
More, I can take it.
All right, here we go.
I'm good. Keep going. I'm in the zone, brother. I'm in the zone. I can't feel nothing. I'm in the zone, brother. I gotta go. Here we go. Okay, now I really mean it now. I really want you, seriously now, I really want you to turn it. Really. I mean, really crank on it, Hunter. Come on.
Going.
Come on. I don't know that I can take too much more. I don't know that, I'm just about reaching my pain threshold.
You all right?
I'm cool, good. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Degeneration X shows that we are always a leg up on the competition. You make the rules, and Degeneration X will break them.
Well, for all of Degeneration X's talent, it's their attitude that gets them in trouble. When somebody sees a chance to give them a taste of their own medicine, they do just that. And as a matter of fact, later on in the program, Shawn Michaels had more than his foot stuck in his mouth, courtesy of Ken Shamrock.
And nice arm for the power slam. And, the WWF and European champion, Shawn Michaels.
Whoa, look at this! Here we go!
China just gave Helms that chair.
Right into their hands!
Look out! Boom! The chair right in the spine.
And China's got the referee, look at this!
You'd think he could hear it. And Helmsley, he cheats to win again.
The dirtiest players in the game, but they get the job done.
Oh yeah, they're big time now. They're tough. A man gets hit from behind with a steel chair. Now everybody wants to take him apart to get a piece of the anvil.
What do you think they're thinking back in Calgary right now, up in Canada, to see what Degeneration X is doing
to
their homeboy?
Pedigree. Pedigree not on that chair. Helmsley with a pedigree, and he planted Neidhart.
Hey, Sergeant, wait a minute. Sergeant Slaughter, I hope you're watching. That could be you. You better be wearing that steel helmet Sunday.
What's Michael's got? What is that?
A can of spray paint. Never seen that done before on a Monday night.
This is sure original. Lordy, how revolutionary is DX going to be?
How humiliating would it be to have that painted on your back?
How humiliating would it be to work for him? But be that as it may, this is absolutely repulsive. It's all about this rubbing it in people's face.
Whoa,
but
he's up!
Neidhart! Double clothesline by the anvil. The anvil's not going to take it anymore.
This is not
what is she doing?
China.
Now three on one again. Neidhart wants to fight. Wait.
Look at China. She's managed. She's woman.
China's got a...
She's handcuffed. That's what she's doing.
DX is handcuffing Neidhart, and now the anvil is helpless. As his wife and his family looks on in Calgary, Neidhart is going to be dismantled.
Look at Shawn Michaels. He's got a big smile on his face. They haven't even taken those suckers out of his mouth. Look at that.
I cannot believe the absolute audacity of Degeneration X. Something's got to change here. Neidhart is fighting with one arm handcuffed, but Neidhart still wants to fight.
Shawn Michaels just about got that. Look at this.
Here comes the commissioner. Slaughter being attacked by DX. Slaughter being knocked down. Wait a minute. Here comes Shamrock. He suplexes the champion. He got ankle lock. The ankle lock. And Michaels is submitting.
Look at this. Look at the Cobra Clutch. Sergeant's got the Cobra Clutch on Triple H.
This is a preview of this Sunday on pay-per-view. Michaels has given up. Will Shamrock be the next WWF champion? Shamrock is going to break that ankle. Well, it's knuckle-up time for Shawn Michaels, but is he man enough to turn back the challenge of Ken Shamrock? And we'll see the world's most dangerous man when we come back.
Who is preparing to shock the WWF tomorrow night at Degeneration X? Call option 3, the Ross Report on the Superstar line to find out. The Superstar line, 1-900-737-4WWF. The call costs $1.49 per minute. Kids must have parents' permission before calling. The WWF Superstar line, 1-900-737-4WWF. Call now.
Welcome back, and thanks for being with us here this morning on WWF New York. And here comes a man that many think will be the next WWF champion.
With a 20-minute time limit, approaching the ring from Sacramento, California, weighing 235 pounds, the world's most dangerous man, Shamrock.
Well, it's knuckle up time.
From Newport, Tennessee, weighing 310 pounds, Marc.
JR Shamrock's in the zone. He's ready to go for the prize, ready to go for the brass ring. And I think everybody in this arena would love to see him get it.
I know a lot of folks in New York City would love to see Shamrock stroll into the Nassau Coliseum on Monday night, December the 29th, for the live Raw is War broadcast with a WWF title around his waist. And what do you think the folks in the Garden would do on January the 10th if Shamrock were to defend the WWF title? The last time we were in the Garden, Shamrock got an ovation that rattled the rafters.
Well, this match right here with Mark Kyle, I know Kyle, he's big, he's tough. Look at this beautiful pinning combination. He's big, he's tough, he's over 300 pounds, he's incredibly strong. But this match is going to prove a point about Shamrock's style. He attacks the joints. There's no pain more excruciating than a joint being ripped out, an ankle, a shoulder, a knee, or especially an elbow.
Shamrock with a side headlock, and there is no doubt in my mind that Shamrock will be in his zone tomorrow night on pay-per-view against Shawn Michaels. And no doubt that Shawn Michaels is perhaps the greatest pure athlete in the history of the WWF. We know that Michaels is extremely resilient, but is Michaels physically tough enough? Oh, look out here.
And he goes for the knee. He's going for the knee. Kyle's in the ropes. That saved him.
But the jury is still out on whether or not Shawn Michaels is physically tough enough to withstand the punishment that he will endure, that Michaels must endure this Sunday on pay-per-view against Shamrock for the industry's richest prize.
Shamrock has so many ways of going for the joints. He goes for the submission. He's made a career out of it.
Oh, Kyle going for a cover, hooks a leg, but maybe a 1 count, and Shamrock back up. Look at Shamrock, block those punches.
He's covering up, and he's waiting for an opening. And at any time, Kyle may give it to him inadvertently.
Shamrock reverses the Irish whip, and
there it is.
Blocks another one. Oh!
Fujiwara armbar goes to the shoulder.
And now to the ankle. Ankle lock submission. And this 310-pounder screaming like a baby, giving it up. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Shawn Michaels is brash, he's arrogant, and hell yes, he's talented. But I'm not sure any human being on the face of the earth can withstand the punishment that Shamrock can dish out.
That's right. You saw Kyle go for the clothesline. Shamrock blocked it, the armbar into the ankle lock, and that's it.
Well, folks, last week on the War Zone, the self-proclaimed Intercontinental Champion, The Rock, met Vader. And just as this match was about to get underway, we had a visit from the Rattlesnake.
Rock better quit worrying about Stone Cold right now. He's got enough to worry about with this mastodon, as you love to call him, the man they call Vader.
What in the hell is that?
Somebody's driving.
Yeah, somebody. It's somebody, all right. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He's driving a truck right in the building.
Austin is driving his pickup truck any damn place he wants. Stone Cold Steve Austin is here.
You don't have to just sing. I mean, you can hear the music he's playing all over the building. Look at this guy.
Well, this is a first for good old JR. I have never seen anybody drive a pickup truck into the arena, and The Rock doesn't like it. The Rock has a bad case of the limber tail, even though he's got a lot of backup at ringside.
What is Stone Cold Steve Austin thinking? I mean, this guy drives a pickup truck right in the building. Good he can run over the fence. Does he think he has Albert Bell or something?
Austin is capable of anything, I can tell you that. Oh, what a volatile situation, and there's a knockdown to the clothesline.
Well, throughout the match, Stone Cold Steve Austin taunted and teased and distracted Rocky Maivia, The Rock, from the business at hand, which was his match with Vader. But tomorrow night on pay-per-view, there won't be any more cat and mouse games. There won't be any taunting and any distracting. It will be a fight for the Intercontinental title, one-on-one, Stone Cold against The Rock, and I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, folks, still to come here on WWF New York, marvelous Marc Mero takes on Long Island's own Dude Love, one-on-one.
Plus, the former tag team champions, the Legion of Doom, in a bad mood, ready to fight, and they are here when we come back.
And now, prepare for the Laser Tag Slam of the Week. Laser Tag, the only game that lets you power up for the ultimate laser jolt.
What is he gonna do?
Oh, a corkscrew moonsault by Àguila. What a death-defying leap.
This guy wants to make a name for himself in the World Wrestling Federation. He's 19 years old. He's got his entire career in front of him.
That was the Laser Tag Slam of the Week. Power up for the ultimate laser jolt. The future is now. Laser Tag. Now everyone on the World Wide Web can get their favorite superstar merchandise for the holidays at the new WWF Shop Zone online store. Find us at shopzone.wwf.com. Order now.
Welcome back. This morning, WWF New York is brought to you by Foot Action. For every action, there's Foot Action.
And by Tiger Electronics, makers of electronic laser tag.
And by Jax. Select Tag Team Series #1 from Jax, available at most retailers.
Well, let's take you back now and show you what has brought the Legion of Doom to the boiling point.
2 weeks ago, in controversial fashion, the LOD were cheated out of their tag team championship by Road Dogg and Billy Gunn.
Referee just got us obliterated. We got no referee here, and the tag titles are at stake. I don't think the LOD gives a damn.
They're gonna doomsday device somebody.
Wait a minute. Oh, my God. What a chair shot. And the roll-up. Looks like bank robbers leaving the bank, running for their getaway car.
They're not even gonna stay in the building with the Legion of Doom.
Discontent is deep within the eyes of the former champions, and they are looking for revenge. Last Monday, with emotions running rampant, the champions pushed the boiling point. And from out of nowhere, Animal and Hawk attacked. Their showdown tomorrow night at D-Generation X has more on the line than the Tag Team Championship. This match is for pride and respect.
You know, James E. Cornette, I don't think I've ever seen the LOD any more intense than in the last week or so in this capacity crowd. Whoa! Ready for the LOD, but I don't know if Roger Hill and Frank Parker are.
Roger Hill and Frank Parker are the designated victims in the path of rage that is the Legion of Doom on the way back to the tag team title, and it looks like Doomsday coming early this year.
Doomsday device. Get a close look, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. You might want to kiss those belts goodbye.
Wait a minute, they're going for a second one. There goes Parker.
Doomsday device #2. Oh, this could be Road Dogg and Billy tomorrow night on pay-per-view, and the LOD are as in a foul and nasty mood as we have ever seen them in.
And look, the bell never even rang to start the match, and the Legion of Doom's not worried about a pinfall. They're leaving. They've left scorched earth, and that's all they wanted.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, LOD on their way to D-Generation X in your house on pay-per-view, and that means that when we get to the Nassau Coliseum on Monday night, December the 29th, Hawk and Animal, the awesome LOD could once again be the tag team champions.
The Nassau Coliseum will be the place to be on Monday night, December 29th, live, national TV.
Folks, it's going to be a night of 40 WWF superstars, including a huge 8-man tag team matchup. But remember, $3 discount coupons are available at all Rite Aid Ticketmaster outlets. You must physically walk into your Rite Aid Ticketmaster outlet and get your $3 discount coupon. Tickets are going rapidly. Get your tickets today for Raw is War on Monday, December the 29th. And by the way, those coupons are also good for the January 10th event in Madison Square Garden.
Well, you mentioned the 8-man tag team showdown. The Nation of Domination takes on Long Island's own
Undertaker. And folks, when we return here on WWF New York, the disgruntled and jealous Marc Mero meets Long Island's own Dude Love next.
In any language, in any country, electronic karate fighters with morphing action, the worldwide leader in hand-to-hand combat games.
This week, the comeback of El Matador continues as he battles Jerry the King Lawler in semi-final action.
And now, the 1997 Karate Fighters Holiday Tournament.
Welcome, everyone, to Karate Fighters is War! What do you think, Jumbo Jim?
Fans, it's gonna be a slobber knocker.
Oh, let's get right to the action.
Santana, what a funny-looking outfit.
What about yours, Burger King?
Taco Bell. Wait, eight, 1, 2, 3, he got him!
Serpent strike, win! Serpent strike, win!
Oh, have another burrito, pal! Let's go to the instant refund! What a devastating shot to the next section! The comeback is over for El Matador! Yes, it's the king! Nice and sunny for the Karate Fighters Championship!
Welcome back, folks, to WWF New York. Now let's take a quick look at the fighter, the man known as Butterbean.
He gained his cult following by winning Tough Man competitions. He is the current IBA Super Heavyweight Boxing Champion of the world. His name, his face, and his likable personality have made him an underground sensation. He is Butterbean.
EA Sports. In the game.
Whip need not apply!
Not only is Butterbean featured in a video game, someone even wrote a song about him.
People would come from near and far in ragged trucks and shiny cars. In-laws, outlaws, one and all, they came to see the one they call Butterbean. A modern gladiator, a mountain of a man, he could do you in with just one hand. A fighting man, he was strong and bold, a true hero to young and old, Butterbean.
But make no mistake, when mild-mannered Bean is set off, he can unleash a devastating fury.
And I hope that marvelous Marc Mero is ready for action tomorrow night on pay-per-view against the Bean.
The Bean? Are you on a first-name basis with him or a first-bean basis?
We had a little barbecue together. Good old boy from Jasper, Alabama.
You look like you were starting to spread out in that direction. Toward Alabama, I mean.
His opponent, to be accompanied down the aisle by Steve-O from Buffalo, New York, weighing 235 pounds, marvelous Marc Mero.
The former New York State Golden Gloves boxing champion, marvelous Marc Mero, on his way to the ring. But the Butterbean has certainly been all over town. He was on Fox 5 Extra with Tom McDonald. And my favorite radio program, Imus in the Morning, where Butterbean had this to say about Marvelous.
He was the Golden Glove New York champ. He beat Trevor Burbick. He had like 100-some amateur fights. So it's going to be a scrap. It's going to be fun.
I know. You don't seem like you're afraid. Well, obviously not afraid. That's stupid.
Well, no, it's silly. The worst can happen is you can get knocked out.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Wait till you wake up and then it's on.
Well, it's kind of obvious, JR, that Butterbean's not worried about getting knocked unconscious. Looks to me like he walks around that way quite a bit.
Well,
Marc Mero may have some things to worry about her right there. She's the star of the show, and he's jealous of Sable's attention she gets from the fans.
The dude seems to have a little memory lapse because I cannot remember this young lady's name.
Uh-oh. Well, that's going to make Mero feel even more insignificant. Mero, jealous, He's an egomaniac, so insecure that his sidekick there, Sable, is a bigger star than he is.
And look, Sable was saying, you can read her lips saying, I didn't do anything. He was accusing her of causing the people to chant her name instead of Dude Love. This guy, he calls Sable his property.
Man, that's how unflattering and how impolite is that?
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm sure do agree with the fact that women ought to stay in the kitchen rattling the pots and pans around, but I've got an open mind. I don't believe they ought to be property. You shouldn't own them. Maybe just lease them or rent them.
I think you said enough. A little chauvinistic today, aren't you?
Well, you know, I get that way sometimes.
Mero now working on the arm of Dude Love. And Mrs. Foley's baby boy with a little thumb to the eye. Think he learned that out on Long Island?
I'm sure he did. You know, Dude Love has never been one to worry about breaking rules or breaking anything else, for that matter, including his own bones.
A little pump handle action by the alter ego of Mick Foley, Dude Love. We've grown to know Mankind, and of course the most dangerous alter ego is Cactus Jack. Nice reversal.
Cactus Jack only comes out for those special occasions, and I think that's a lucky thing for the television equipment, the furnishings, the fans, the wrestlers, and everybody, because he's a thoroughly dangerous man.
Collar elbow tie-up now. And Mero, certainly with just hours before his big challenge, and Mero going downstairs with those tape fists. And that's by the way, ref, that's an illegal move in a wrestling match.
Yeah, referee Jack Doan still trying to figure out what's going on.
Old Dude doing a little styling and profiling, entertaining Sable, entertaining this capacity crowd as well.
She's biting her lip, trying not to laugh. She knows what Mero will think, but how can you not smile at Dude Love?
Yeah, no kidding. And Mero was asked for a clean break, but that's not what is happening here. And Mero again with those illegal fists downstairs. Dude reverses the whip. And Dude Love taking Mero face first to the canvas. And Mero's on Dream Street.
And look at...
If I didn't know better, I'd say Dude's flirting with Sable.
And Sable's flirting back with Dude.
They're just having some fun.
Mero's gonna be insane.
He's already insane in my book.
Insane with jealousy then. Listen to the fans now again.
Mero cannot stand when the fans chant this young lady's name. What an egomaniac is Marc Mero.
And of course now Mero blaming Sable again. I notice he only picks his spots to get in Dude Love's face, but he'll yell at Sable all the time.
And Mero now kicking away at the ample midsection of the Dudester. And Mero again, right in front of the referee, just hammering away with those illegal fists. Dude Love is down. Dude's in trouble. We'll be right back.
Are you ready?
The showstopper.
Sexy.
The main event.
HBK.
The icon, Shawn Michaels, battles Ken Shamrock for the World Wrestling Federation Championship.
Bow to the man.
Triple H.
Triple X.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley battles Sergeant Slaughter. Degeneration X. Live tomorrow night on pay-per-view.
Welcome back to WWF New York. Marvelous Marc Mero and Dude Love one-on-one here. And Mero sends Dude for the ride, but Dude, he counters. Backslide coming. Dude Love. He's got Mero down. 1, 2, 3. No, 2.5. And Mero lightning quick right back to his feet with a knockdown on the Dudester.
That's one thing that Mero does possess, is that quickness. And he's going to need a lot of it against Butterbean, because Butterbean I don't think's the fastest human on land or sea, but he sure does look big, thick, and strong.
Scoop slam by marvelous Marc Mero. And folks, I can guarantee you one thing. The last pay-per-view of 1997 for the WWF is going to be a barn burner. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Double axe coming out the top by marvelous Marc Mero. And old Dude's going to fight his way back into this thing, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Dude Love trying to make some things happen for himself. He's firing back. He's creating an opportunity.
Dude Love with an offensive flurry on Mero, sends him for the ride, and Dude with a clothesline, down goes Mero. And we may be saying that a lot tomorrow night on pay-per-view. Down goes Mero.
But Dude's got to follow up, and that's exactly what he's doing. And Mero, now, we may be seeing that a lot. A large, blunt object being shoved into Marc Mero's face at a high rate of speed.
Boy, you can't help keep your eye on Sable part of the time. She doesn't have any of the characteristics that Goldust knew Luna does she?
No, actually, Luna to me is a very attractive young lady.
Oh, get out of here.
Very bizarre, but attractive.
Pepto-Bismol moment in my book.
Fortunately, I'm not easily swayed by feminine charms.
Well, I am, and I think so is Dude Love.
He is. What's he trying to do, ask her out on a date?
I think Dude is smitten. It says a blending, sweet chin music, double arm DDT,
and Mero is smitten.
Mero is down, and look at Dude.
Dude's not capitalizing. He's flirting.
Dude just ran off the LIE. He don't know where he is, but he knows where that young lady is. And
Sable, she's coming up on the ring. What is this, a plot by Mero or? No, whoa, no!
Oh, Lord.
Oh, me.
Mrs. Foley, turn your head. Your baby boy just swapped slobber with Sable.
The flying lip lock by Dude Love. And Sable looks like Sable likes it.
And
watch Mero.
Oh, Mero went downstairs. A low blow. A galata by Marvelous Marc Mero. That's a disqualification.
Dude Love.
Boy, he just buried that fist in the nether regions of Dude Love's anatomy as payback for basically assaulting Sable.
Oh, he didn't assault anybody.
Well, it looked consensual, but still, it was in the middle of a wrestling match.
Well, I'll agree with that, but Mero, man, his attitude has changed. Look at Sable, she's checking on Dude. And
the way Mero's been treating Sable lately, I don't blame her.
Well, the Marvelous One is going after, this is his term, his property. And wait a minute, wait, oh, cheap shot.
What are you doing?
What? He pushed the cameraman down.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Locked on him.
Mero is completely disrespecting this fine young woman.
Well, this definitely doesn't seem to be a perfect relationship to me. They've got problems.
I'll tell you what, as we said, tomorrow night on pay-per-view, a D-Generation X in your house, I got a feeling that Marc Mero is going to get exactly what's coming to him from Butterbean.
Well, I guarantee you this, Butterbean's going to give it a shot, but I want to know what Sable thinks about this whole thing.
I'll tell you what, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but tomorrow night, we're going to find out on pay-per-view. In addition, we will see the crowning of the first ever light heavyweight champion in the WWF when Taka Michinoku takes on Brian Christopher.
Plus, the tag team championships will be on the line. A rematch, the former champions, the Legion of Doom, Hawk and Animal, against Billy Gunn and Road Dogg.
And ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Slaughter coming out of retirement in a boot camp match against Triple H. This is a matchup where you come dressed as you are. There are no disqualifications. Anything goes in a boot camp match. Here's a special look.
Sergeant Slaughter, a living legend if there ever was one, the undisputed master of the boot camp match. Also, Jeff Jarrett wants competition, he gets competition. The Undertaker and Jeff Jarrett one-on-one.
And it's going to be a war when Stone Cold Steve Austin meets The Rock, and the Intercontinental title will be on the line.
Plus, the richest prize in our sport, the World Wrestling Federation Championship. Shawn Michaels defends against the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
And will it be tap-out time for HBK? We'll find out tomorrow night on pay-per-view. So long, everybody.